Hello! Welcome to another Action Figure Stuff toy review. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. As many of you know, based on my name, Macross-Junkie, I'm a huge anime fan as well as a Star Wars fan. But one thing that I continuously get ribbed about from my friends is I'm also a huge Star Trek fan. I know Star Trek's not as cool as Star Wars. Some of my friends call me a traitor. But I've been a Star Trek fan since the late 70s, early 80s, when I used to watch reruns of Captain Kirk, Spock, and McCoy on their adventures of the U.S.S. Enterprise. Today, we are going to be looking at the U.S.S. Horizon, a Deadalus class starship. It's part of the Eaglemoss collection, which is a series of models that you can buy that are pre-built and pre-painted. Of course, it's not really an action figure, it's more of a display piece, but I really wanted to do this for more than one reason. One of the biggest reasons is I wanted to do this is because the Deadalus class, there's never, ever been a toy or a licensed model of it ever made. It's always been the most elusive ship. It's been talked about in every Star Trek series, pretty much. There's been models on display in Cisco's office, as well as in different parts of the Enterprise and stuff like that during Next Generation. But it's a ship that's never been produced for collectors. There were fan-made versions, but this version is an officially released version. You'll see the picture here. It comes with the standard Eaglemoss Collector's Magazine, and of course the standard packaging for an Eaglemoss Star Trek toy. The Eaglemoss Magazine gives us a lot of information that we've never known before. Like I said, again, this ship's been a canon ship for years in the Star Trek lore, but we've never really known anything about it. This book, the magazine that comes with it, answers a lot of questions that we had. All the way down to what kind of defenses it has, what kind of deflector system it has, warp capabilities, etc., etc. It was really a pleasure reading this magazine. And of course, here's a picture of separate of just the ship with its packaging. Again, like I said, standard window box packaging, just slides out of there, But let's look at the model itself. All right, here is a front view of the Horizon. Now, for those of you that know Star Trek, there was actually a ship in Next Generation, the last episode, that was based off the design for the Deadalus class. It was the U.S.S. Pasteur, which was a medical ship that was commanded by Beverly Crusher. You'll notice a lot of similarities. There's been speculation that Starfleet went back to that design from the Deadalus class way in the future. But of course, we all know that Michael and Denise Okuda, it was an homage to the Deadalus class. They were key visual designers for Next Generation. Of course, this is the front end. You'll notice down at the bottom, there's a little screened area where the deflector system is. There are also 4 nodes on, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom of the ball, where this ship actually has defensive laser units. The original speculation was that it would use nuclear weapons, but of course, based after Star Trek Enterprise, we knew that they didn't use nuclear weapons. Were already dismantled by the time the Federation had begun. There was a lot of changes, but of course, we're comparing notes from 1967 to 2005. The differences. Here's a rear view of the Deadalus. You can see the shuttle hangar bay. You can see the impulse engines. You can see the ribbing on the nacelles. You'll also notice on the back of it, which you'll get a better picture later, there's huge hangar doors on the back where cargo would be loaded in. Like I said, this ship wouldn't have replicators, so it would have to be loaded with huge pallets and cargo boxes full of food stores for its long mission. Let's take a look at a side view. Side view, beautiful paint job. Eaglemoss has never disappointed when it comes to paint jobs. Their sculpts and their paint jobs are great. My really only complaint, and it's really a minor complaint, is the little antenna on the nacelles. In real life, they would be little silver antenna with little round tips. But of course, to mold something like that at this scale would be ridiculously hard and probably add to the price of the model. So they're basically just little spires that come out of the nacelles, and they're the same colors as the nacelles. Disappointing a little, but like I said, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I mean, overall, this is a beautiful model. It's a model collectors like myself have waited for years. Now, let's look at the top view. Again, you can see right down the middle of the secondary hull, you can see how the huge hangar doors painted on and everything like that. And of course, there's actually little that secondary hull is actually molded, and you can actually it's not just painted. There's actually seams and things like that on it that allow it to look more realistic, as realistic as you can get a toy spaceship to look. Like I said, it's not an action figure. It's really not even a toy. It's more of a model and a display piece. But we've been wanting to diversify the action figure stuff, reviews and face page. I thought it'd be something different to do. So you guys have a good day. Make sure to check us out on Facebook. Or if you have any questions, you can email us. All the information for that will be at the end of this video. If you have any questions or there's anything you think we should review, let us know. And we will see you another day.